Leo, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries. Tarot, this is a message for Leo, sun, moon, and rising sign. It's Leo energy. So you may be called to this even if you're not a Leo birthday, because for whatever reason, you're in the right place. This message was brought to you at just the right time, and this is where your message begins. It begins with Cancerian energy. It begins with be at home. This is a card that says you've arrived at a place where you know that you're comfortable. You've arrived at a place where you know it's right, where something makes sense to you and you feel good about it. This could also be defensiveness, this sense of, I know I have to protect something, I know I have to guard something. But primarily it's, I've arrived at the place that I know I want to be. And I've arrived at a decision about my life and my situation where I know I can prioritize things. I'm sure of what's important to me. So let's understand why we start off with this energy. Maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. Maybe you're dealing with family situations right now. Whatever this is, something got real and something got certain and something got emotionally deep. And we're going to see. Remember, as I divide the deck, Leo, there are going to be cards that fall out. I'm just going to leave them where they lie because that's how my readings work. There you go. If you're looking for a personal reading, please let me know. You can find my personal reading options over on my website at www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. And then you can book and schedule right there. At your earliest convenience, you'll get your message within 24 hours of whenever it is that you book. Okay. If this is your first time arriving to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to this channel and then ring that notification bell and select all notifications so that you know when I go live. You can participate in the live free public tarot card readings I do here. Okay, Leo, 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 Leo. Let's cleanse the energy. Okay. Leo, let's see if we have any more cards that want to come out. Nope. So we're going to get our baseline reading. Surrender now. This is Sagittarius energy. This is not too long ago, this energy of just give up. And I don't mean give up as in give up hopelessness. I mean give up as in faithfulness. Remember, the moth is drawn to a flame because of natural instincts that tell it has to keep going. It has to keep going, and that's where it gets burned. If it allows itself to let go, then it avoids the flame. It avoids the conflict. So there was an energy of necessary surrender. You had to let something go. You gave something up. You understood that somehow fighting for this wasn't going to work, right? Maybe fighting for it was what was making it dysfunctional, what was making it break down. And so there was a surrender or a significant release. This could be, it doesn't have to be way, way back in your future. It could be less than a year ago, could be a couple months ago, could be last week. Whenever it was, there was a significant surrender or release. And then we have be at home, which is a sense of now there's a comfort. Thank God you surrendered. Now there's an energy of knowing what works for you and knowing what's right and knowing where you're comfortable. Now we go into the future and we say love is all around. That's really interesting. Things are getting, it's like this release has enabled you to like find a resting zone or a place of rightness. And then there's this energy of love is all around, people singing your praises. This is Gemini energy, feeling good, feeling. It's like you had to let go and readjust yourself to put yourself amongst the people that mattered and in a situation where it was real for you, where it was right for you. And if you haven't done this release yet, then take this as your sign. You know there's something that you need to let go of. You know there's something that just isn't functioning, or let's put it this way, you're trying too hard, and the harder you try, the more it breaks down. So there's this energy of you're going to get your answers of what should go and what should stay once you release, and then readjust. The beauty of readjusting that comes after you allow that blockage to go, it rebalances, and now you're surrounded by an energy of love, of where you belong, of people who care, of a situation that is right for you. So Leo, let's do the 7-day play-by-play breakdown. I'm going to start with where we end up by the end of this week. There are definitely shifts in your life, maybe shifts that need to be made. There could be financial instability that you're dealing with. We're going to see how this ends up after. See where we begin. Where does Leo begin this week? What is going on? What is this energy all about? Moving forward, moving on from the conflict, like almost being so mentally exhausted you're kind of done with it, or figuring things out because of all the crap that you've had to go through. This sense of experience and trouble and pain from the past is like you're able to finally move on, figure something out that's really been getting at you, really been grinding your mind, and you're now able to move on from that, but in a way that you've almost like solved it. It's not even that you fixed it. Sometimes it's that you realize I don't need to fix it. Like I get it enough now to realize that this is the direction that I need to go. I need to move away. And yeah, that's what it is. It's surrender and release. The sense of letting go and moving away from what has plagued you and allowing the things that you don't care about anymore to drop away. It's like something exhausted you so much you just can't care about it anymore. That's what it feels like. You know, or the answers that you needed, if you were doing some sort of research or figuring out, you found the answers that you need, and you've been able to recognize what is a waste of your time, what is a waste of your space, what is a waste of your energy, what doesn't fulfill you anymore. Okay, where are we headed? Like, what's day 2 then? We have taking action, even if it's a shot in the dark. It's almost like day 2 it's almost like, I don't care where I'm headed. I'm just headed somewhere. This sense of I need to know, I need to go, I need to take some action. This could be sort of a shallow run, a run at something, impulsivity, allowing your passions to drive you forward, even though you don't know where you're going. A sense of, it's almost like in some ways, day 2 is a shot in the dark. Now that sounds really weird, but day 2 is a shot in the dark. That makes this day look more like, I don't know where I have to go, but I have to go. There's some tomfoolery here, some fuckery, maybe some fuckboyery. There's an energy of something that is shallow and fleeting, and, your interest or somebody's interests not really being sort of significant or understandable, or not significant. They're not grounded in commitment. There's interest here, but then there's like almost like a lack of interest or a loss of interest. Why did the moon card pop up? What's going on here? Because it's like all the unknowns are making you just agitated. You can't handle this anymore. You can't handle the ambiguity. You can't handle somebody's aloofness. You can't handle not knowing, or the uncertainty, or this is creative energy too. I don't know. Let's move on, because this is like confusion. You don't know where you want to be, or you don't know where you're placing your passion. So you're shooting in the dark everywhere. Okay, what about day 3? This is a bad judgment, a poor judgment, a judgment made against you, or making poor judgments. Okay, now I'm going back. I got to say this. It's like somebody's making poor judgments here. Somebody's shooting in the dark. They're acting on their shitheadedness. They're not thinking right or thinking straight. The judgments are kind of lunacy. Then you have this energy here, which is independence. It's almost like it's almost like false independence, or I got to be independent, or I got to be on my own, or this is a bad choice. I can't say it any other way. This looks like a bad choice. Like I want to feel good about myself. And in order to feel good about myself, I have to feel independent. I have to feel like I'm independent. That's why maybe I can't commit, or I can't do something like all the way, or I can't finish things, or I start one thing and then I go do another. There's just this energy of bad choice, wrong choice. This is not independence. This is not knowing who the fuck you are. I don't know who you're dealing with, but there's just this energy of maybe you needed to find yourself. You didn't feel like you were being seen or heard. This is ego out of control, kind of, just to let you know. And then we have 4. So we have the 6 of Cups, and 6 of Cups is reminiscence of the past, an idyllic past, joy, pleasure, almost innocence. And then we have, it's almost like you're reminiscing about when you were appreciated, and when things were solid, and when people knew you and saw you and valued you. It's almost like you're feeling like you messed up. You're feeling like you jumped into something without knowing it. But maybe you didn't have to. This is the thing. You have to give yourself time to mess up. You have to give yourself time to go back to the basics of, well, I'm new here. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I need, right? This energy of mystery, this energy of maybe I have to act the fool first. This sense of now I'm maybe because of financial situations, like I don't know if I made the right choice. So there's reminiscence about, should I move back? Should I go back? Remember, you're remembering the past way better than it ever was, because maybe things were more secure there. Maybe this is all just about you longing for a sense of security because you're in a transformational time right now, and nobody likes the shift, right? Okay, so should we keep heading in the direction that we're heading? Where should we keep heading? There was a shift here. There was a world change. It's almost like saying, but this was complete. No wonder, like, everything was completed. Everything, your world had to change in order for you to grow. This chapter was completed. You finished the chapter, and now you're on to the next chapter. And it's almost like, why did I do that? Why did I leave where I felt comfortable? So you're struggling with moving away from a comfort zone, Leo. Okay. This is coming out. Day 5 is about recognizing a disappointment in the past wasn't necessarily a disappointment, it was a liberation. Day 5 is about enough with the looking back, enough with the crying over spilt milk. Like, enough is enough. I've got to get over losing whatever I assumed I lost, that kind of energy. Okay, so move us forward. Where are we supposed to go from here? And what is this message supposed to, why is it coming to Leo now? There's some sort of energy here with regards to a romantic relationship. Whatever this shit happened in the past, it's got to be over. It's got to be done. Because honestly, it wasn't all that. It wasn't what you remember it. There's an energy here with regards to a connectivity that could be destroyed or could potentially because it's not living up to what you thought it should be, or there was just some stupid shit in the past that you can't allow to fuck up the now. That's what I'm getting. I'm very blunt. I really am. I'm a Leo Mercury. I'm just very blunt. There's something here that's drawing you toward the future, trying to help you get over this energy from whatever it was that didn't work out. It's time to make that move forward. So that answers my question. Over at least the first 6 days of this week, we'll get into day 7. There's this energy of, no, it's time to move forward in that different direction. It's time to release whatever these expectations were, or whatever this stupid decision was. Like, it's time to just, you're supposed to keep going forward. You're not supposed to be going back. And the allure and the pull to go back is simply a sense of security. Like, I want to know what's going to happen, but what was happening wasn't good choices. You know, in other words, the only way out is through, Leo. You have to keep moving forward. Let's get a moon card here. Confidence is your key to success. You've got it. It's Leo energy. You've got it. I don't know how else to say it. The direction is forward, and your ability to see a goodness in this future by allowing the past to drop away and recognizing it wasn't as good as you remember it, you can build out something really beautiful here. But where is your confidence level? Where is it? Like, because that's going to determine how things work, or, okay, make things make sense. What is this all about? Round and round. You were in a cycle, round and round, fulfilling a cycle, being done with a cycle, or you were stuck in a tailspin. Maybe you're confused, but confusion can also just mean it's time to grow. I need a little bit more explanation than round and round, God. No, I heard it. It's about something that kept going round and round and round. It's about something that kept circling and circling and like not doing, like it wasn't getting anywhere. Something wasn't getting anywhere. And I think you hoped it would. No place like home is up ahead, and the tribe. Guys, this whatever this was, I'm telling you right now, no. It was just going to keep going around and around in circles. It was going to stall. It wasn't going to go anywhere. What's in your future, if you keep moving forward, is you're finding a place that you belong. You're finding the right spot. But you have to let go of this cycle that just kept burning you and hurting you and being stuck. Something was stuck. Let's go to the extended, guys. The link is down below. And I've also pinned it to the top of the comment section for you. I'll see you guys there.